Okay, so in this video we're going to be plotting inequalities on a number line. Here's our number line, pretty straightforward. It should be straight, but I've drawn it a bit skew with. 0 to 9, 0 to -9. You'll draw your number line however you need to. Note this isn't a Cartesian plane, it's not an x-axis and a y-axis, it's just a number line. Now, before we get into inequalities, we'll look first at an equality, which you're really familiar with. X is equal to 3. Now, if I wanted to represent x is equal to 3 on this number line, I'd just find the number 3 and put a dot there. Now, I've represented x is equal to 3 by putting a dot at x equals 3. That's an equality. Now, inequalities are a different thing. Instead of using an equal sign, we use a greater than or a less than sign. Let's look at one inequality first of all. I'll do x is greater than or equal to 2. Okay, that's an inequality. Greater than or equal to. So x is all of the numbers that are greater than or equal to 2. So x is 2, it's 3, it's 4, it's 5, it's 5.5, it's 7.23, it's 9.847, it's 100, it's 1,000, it's a million. It's all of the numbers this side of 2, including 2. That's what the equals means. Greater than or equal to. So, to draw this, x is equal to 2. So we put a dot in line with 2. But then it's all of the numbers as well. It's x is greater than or equal to 2. So it's all of these numbers. So here, this blue line here, it's a representation of x is greater than or equal to 2. That's what that line represents. You don't have to draw that in there. I've just drawn that in so we can see what's going on. Let's do another inequality. This time I'll do x is less than or equal to -3. Okay, so to do x is less than or equal to -3, that means x is -3, but it's also all of the numbers less than -3. So it's -4, -5, -6.23, etc., etc., -1 million, -10 million. So x is equal to -3, so here's my dot. Notice I'm colouring in that dot, that's important, we'll learn about y later. And an arrow that goes all the way this way. That's x. X is less than or equal to -3. Okay, there's 2 inequalities so far. We've got 2 more to go. Another one you might encounter is x is greater than -1. X is greater than -1. Now, that means that x is all of the numbers greater than -1, but that does not include -1. X is 0, x is 1, x is 3, x is 7, x is 100, but it is not -1. So in order for us to represent that here, we find x is -1 and we put an open circle at x is -1. That means the inequality starts here, but it's not there, it's not -1. And then x is greater than that, so it's all of those numbers there. So that green one there is x is greater than -1. You can probably guess what our last one's going to be. X is less than -4. Okay, so for x is less than -4, again, that means x is not -4, but it is -5, -8, -12. So again, we find -4. We draw an open circle in line with -4, and then we draw an arrow leading that way. That's a representation on a number line of x is less than -4. Okay, that's plotting inequalities on a number line. In our next video, we'll look at solving some inequalities.